Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Phil. Happy Monday to you. I'm glad you joined me today. And we're going to take a look at a bunch of different scriptures this week that I want to use to challenge you personally and kind of help you along in your walk with the Lord. Now, today I want to talk about there's an area of our lives sometimes that is prone to failure, and that's the words that we use. What we say to other people, the things that we say in reaction to what goes on around us. And today, I'd like to share a scripture or two to kind of help us with that, because I want you to know, and I'm going to say this probably towards the end of this little devotional, our words are powerful. Our words are powerful, very powerful. And let's dig into the word. Look at the screen and take a look at James, James chapter 1, verse 26. It says, "Those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless." Wow. So James is, and I love the book of James because the book of James is so practical and kind of in your face and just direct. And James is saying, you know what? If your words are bad, if you can't keep a tight rein on your tongue, then it doesn't matter how religious you consider yourself, your religion is worthless. I mean, the worth of our faith can be messed up by the words that we use. There's another scripture that tells us that we should actually be slow to speak. I always laugh at people who tell me, well, you know what, I can't help what I say. I just kind of spout off with the first thing that comes to my mind. That's the way I'm made. That's the way, well, it might be the way that you're made, but that's not the way you're supposed to conduct yourself. That's a part that we have to give to the Lord. You know, maybe normally you're accustomed to responding with vulgar language or cussing somebody out, or if somebody puts you down. I mean, okay, here's my thing. If somebody says something mean to me, I mean, it is so easy for me. It is so easy for me to be able to come up with something just as cutting, if not worse, just to get them back. And that's not necessarily the thing to do at all. Not at all. Maybe we're accustomed to putting people down, maybe because we're insecure about ourselves. Paul tells us in the book of Ephesians, and I want you to look at the screen again. Look what he says. He says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." We should not let any unwholesome talk come out of our mouths. So what should we do? What should we do instead? We should use language that builds other people up. You know, we live in a world right now that loves to catch people doing things wrong. Just maybe we could catch people doing things right. Let's build one another up. If we see somebody that does a good job, tell them. My goodness, let's learn to say thank you. I appreciate you. If your server does a good job, tell them at the restaurant. If your coworker needs encouragement, encourage them. That's what our words are for. Our words are to build people up, not to tear people down. I want to challenge you today. Okay? I want to challenge you today to be deliberate about this. And I want to challenge you to find someone today. Just try one. Find someone today that you could build up with your words. It might be your spouse. It could be a coworker, a family member. It could be a neighbor. It might be a total stranger. Catch somebody doing things right and let them know about it. And I think you'll be blessed, and I know they will be too. So that's my challenge for you today. My time's up. Love you. Thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.